Oh wow, I thought there was so many. But thankfully I had one exit on. Alright, almost ready. I am live, I believe. Just need to finish getting my own visual up. Okay.
Interview went by a lot quicker without Jim the motor mouth in there.
All right. All right. Good morning. That was definitely a tough race. Lots of off tracks. Lots and lots. But before we get into that, we are going to spin for who gets the 10 iRacing dollars. Raul Pasta. There it is. Big winner. Big winner. Alright, so Raul Pasta gets the 10 iRacing bucks. And then we will start going through these incidents. Let's get that there. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Heath. Probably not many. I'm just joshing you guys. There we go. Okay. Race control. This layout is painful. Okay. Yeah, so just hairpin. Right. Quentin slowed down and then just a checkup, so can't be upset about that. It just happens. And this is the one who got tapped on the rear. Schneebel comes through, taps Quentin back. Looks like netcode to me. Yeah. So I'm involved, so I wouldn't make a call on a penalty, but I will say I don't think it's deserving of one. So I'm just gonna move on. It's just an incident. It's fun racing him though. We were side by side for a while. Yeah. All right. The only problem I see right now is his wheel is turned right, which is not what we would want at that point. But let's see what happens. Alright, so I'm trying to determine is if holding his brakes could have made a difference. Because you don't, when the car's sliding nice and slow, doesn't do much, but at this point the car may have snapped differently. And so we got JT and we got Charles Dew. All right.
Classic shitbox of the week, bro.
That's tough. I really don't think he could have done anything differently, and I don't think holding the brakes would have done it, but this is what I say every time too, is like, if you do follow, the quote unquote guidelines, then if something does happen, you're less accountable. And so he didn't hold the brakes, and I don't know if he could have changed his wheel input to not snap across the track. But I do have to give him a penalty for that. Yeah, it does make it less predictable. Very correct. So the extent of that, though, means I need to see what happened to JT. Yeah. Right, I know on the next lap he was in last with me. Actually, maybe right after this he was, yeah. So I got to give a 4-pointer to Will. Let's see. Because that took out JT's race. I think, I'm going to give him a 4-pointer. And I'll submit it to the stewards if he has a problem with it. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Just a little touch. Nothing crazy. That explains that as well. Part of the same incident. Oh. I see he's holding his brakes. Nothing else could be done. Did the appropriate thing. And this is David tapping him, but David did a great job, making his own sacrifices to not make that any worse. It's a really good job from David.
Really? 15?
Right, so our reference here, let's see, we have Ken on the left, Jeremy on the right. Ken's turning in about a car length before the change in gradient there. Color. And he should be turning in later because he's on the outside. These guys don't even turn in until the gradient or just after. So my thought on that is Ken on the left just turned in early. Kind of drove like Jeremy wasn't there. Right, so seeing their lines here coming across at the light gray to dark gray. And not even having opened it up all the way, starts turning in early. So it's unfortunate. but I would put that on Ken. I see this is a 4X.
Sorry, I'm not taking that from you. My bad. My bad.
No worries.
Yeah, all good. Pretty much no damage at all. A little off track and all that, but nothing worthy of a penalty there. So all's good. Good sportsmanship. Love to see it. Okay. 12-18 in the race. What I want to see is if he was off track here. Go ahead and off track. All right, so this is tough because, well, one, it's like multiple corners in a row. But this is where it gets a little iffy. I'm pretty sure he's still on track, but he has lost the side by side. All right, so at point of contact, he's losing.
I mean, the Corvette, man, if he went over any more, did he turn left? Like right there.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. So this is really tough because there's a point in this where I could say each person did something not necessarily wrong, but took risks that were unnecessary. Just, where this can happen. So I don't see Mitchell having an off track in the software, and I assume it's half the car over the green as most of the corners there, so he was already given that space through the corner before, right? So it's not like he's wedging his way in. Okay, you have to hit the gravel. Yeah, so that's about half the car. So he isn't necessarily entitled to the space because he's lost his overlap, but he had the space as well. So it's the kind of thing where he could let off the throttle to be safe and give that spot back to Chris. Chris could move further to the left, right, to allow him in because he was giving him space, and I'm sure he didn't get the all clear here. So to me, this is just hard racing. These guys, they were both trying to pinch each other and fight for every inch, and unfortunately, this happens sometimes. All right, so we just look with that mindset. Let's just look at it one more time. Right, like still there, probably didn't get the clear. Right here is my guess. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Mitchell's got oval racing in his blood, man. He ain't backing out in that scenario. That's why.
Well, he shouldn't if he doesn't want to and isn't expected
that's
to.
what I'm saying.
For sure.
No, for sure, no.
For sure. Oval is
Mitchell was holding that bottom line, baby.
yeah, he was. So I'm gonna put this as no action. Where was that? 12 minutes. All right, so we got no action there. unfortunate. JT just gets caught up in it, but he tried to avoid it until he let off the throttle and all that. Yeah, that was good. Good patience. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, no penalty there. Wasn't anything terrible. Just, that, especially on a corner like that, if he touches that, curb, it's gonna really slow him down. So, just a speed difference to be aware of. Guessing a spin. Yeah. Definitely clear. Good job. Yeah, oh, he's the one that spun Cameron. Gotcha. No, just kidding. That looked, it's like Cam just, yeah, broke at his normal time, but the balance wasn't proper, going a little too fast. Yikes. Yikes.
Not to interrupt you, Titty, but just to remind you, could you look at the end of lap 1 for me?
Yes, sir.
Over.
Chain E. I'm going to do that now.
Okay. I'm not even asking for penalty points or anything. Just
So it was...
That's not how we race. Literally at the very end of lap 1.
So this...
Oops, let me look at your... Yes.
The one that ended your race.
I mean, it didn't end my race, but very big detriment for just getting punted.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's...
Like I said, I don't even care if there's penalty or anything. It's just more of a... He's new, just not how we race.
Yeah, we'll go over it for sure.
And I'm going to dip back out, so I'll let you do your thing.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. Thanks for reminding me. All right, so Jeremy's touching his brakes. I really don't know Vlad, but I'm going to call you Maverick because that's easier. So Maverick's on the right. He's tapping his brakes as well, but he's not alongside by braking zone, so he's not entitled to this space. You could argue by point of turn in. And you see Jeremy's just starting to turn in. This is a tough one because it almost is like too what's the word? Ambitious, because it's already a fast-paced corner. It's a really fast corner, so like being that far behind usually won't be a positive result. Right, and how he's making the apex here after the contact means he likely wouldn't have made it because that rotated his car. Yeah, so, I mean, definitely not intentional, and we are a bit more stringent. We are a bit more stringent on lap 1 as well, so it's going to be a 4-pointer for Maverick. Like I said, not intentional, but not quite entitled to that space, and so kind of just working your way in there. If it were just a small contact and nothing happened, that'd be okay. Bring on a 0 0x. Huh. It's not giving me them. Oh well. Okay. Well, I'll make a note. Maverick. So this is just my ruling. If you, I can see it either way, I think, but we try to be a little bit more firm on the lap one. You know, try to make it a little bit safer while still promoting hard racing. So, if you do feel 4 points is wrong, you can submit an incident report, and then the steward team will take a look at it separately from me.
I mean, my thing is on like braking zones. I mean, like typically, I mean, even when my tires are worn, bro, I was maybe braking at the 50. So lap one where Jeremy broke, I mean, I don't think that was early at all.
No, it wasn't early. I mean, that's about where I brake with warm tires, just because that's
Yeah.
what the Lambo liked. But yeah, I mean, that's what happens sometimes. It's all right. It's a bummer it happened for Jeremy, and we learned from it. Continuing on. Right. Back to this. Yeah, so I can probably put my head into Cam's mind real quick. Went too fast. Started like did the little tap, felt bad, just kind of instantly just like fuck. Not holding his brakes, lets it drift. Hits John Schneebel, stops in front of Micah, just stopping on the track. So that's a big no-no. Like this was you may be down on yourself, but yeah, that's not good etiquette as far as being in an incident. So do 4 points to Cam. Yeah, he was so well, I'm assuming he was just super down on himself, and that was unfortunate. You're right there, but yeah, Micah. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. Not that. Loss of control. Yeah, so that's Schneebel getting caught up in that from the drifting across. And so you guys know, if it were just that tap on Yella from Cam and Cam spun, that'd be no problem, right? That's he tapped him, he spun himself, that's okay. But because of the not holding the brakes, drifting across, and then stopping in the track, that's why he's getting the 4 points. You could say, like, yes, but that's not really an accident. His car wasn't sideways, right? He could have still just throttled and been predictable and kept going. So hold your brakes if your car's out of control. I wouldn't call that out of control after that first moment. Now, Curtis, that's like saying if you were to tap somebody on the back like he did, you just hold your brakes and have to let everybody go by. there's context to everything, and his car was moving forward on the track, so throttle, and that's the most predictable thing you can do. His car wasn't already stopped, it was just slow. Also, he was on the outside, so if he just stayed on the outside, that would have been perfectly good. So we got Mitchell Williams doing a spin on the last area here. That's fine. Okay, good job.
The objects here are brutal, man.
I didn't see anything, David. I didn't see anything. Oh. It's like that road was made for Alan right here. That's unfortunate, though. I'm not laughing at Alan. But let's see what we got. We got Paul Corrali and Alan Purser. Yeah, first glance, it looks like Paul didn't quite leave Alan room. So, Alan may have gone off track here, like just past this moment. But I do think, I do think he wasn't left room to stay on if he wanted to. Could do kind of chicken or the egg on if they were reacting to each other or not. Yeah, it was just a little much from Paul Corrali, a little ambitious, without quite leaving necessary room. That did definitely. See, this is lap 17.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Mr.
Oh, that's
Thank you,
legal
Michael.
there. Okay. Yeah, because that's like the half the car width. Oh, so did he just do his pit? Came out. Okay. It's a really tough one. I wanna hold. I think Paul Corrali is responsible for that one. I'm just gonna watch it again. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Alan could have given any more space. So once again, Paul, I know you're new to us this season, but you drove with us before. But this whole review process, if you feel it's unfair or wrong, just submit an incident review. Link will be in the penalty points section. And then the stewarding team will look at it without my input.
Thank you.
Right, that's fine.
Hey, you can take it, man.
Okay, so holding his brakes. Let's off for just a moment.
Hey, you can take it, man.
See what that looked like for JT.
Hey, and you can take it, man.
Right, JT was already driving a little slower, I assume, just because he saw him. You see, he wasn't
Hey, and you
going
can
out
take it,
wide,
man.
so I think that's acceptable. He didn't have to adjust much as he had already adjusted, which is a great thing to do. Yellow flag ahead, make a small sacrifice to be prepared, and that's exactly what JT did. So that was good. This might be the one that was a tough rejoin as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were right here. So this is Quentin Price. That some people would probably get upset and be like, "Yeah, that was kind of slow and slowed us down." Like, yeah, maybe, I guess. Wasn't a big deal. And minimal adjustments. And then, of course, I passed Quentin because he had gone off track and messed his own thing up right before that. So, I'll just say no action. All right. Smooth. We're almost there already. And that was that. Uh-huh. I don't want any input, Curtis. Save it. Braking pretty normally. All right, so he lost 3 positions on that. No, I'm just kidding, Curtis. I just may not read chat because I'm supposed to do this as objectively as I can without input, really. Right, so this is an issue we've come across before where it's like, hey, it's the person in the back's job to do it safely. But then it comes across to like, okay, well, at what point is the car in front being unpredictable to where the car behind is not to blame? You know what? Let's see why Purnell's going slow. Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting way to take that corner. Because, like, you're usually throttling by here. If you're late. So yeah, I mean, Curtis, him not letting you go is fine. You guys are fighting for position. The thing that's making this difficult is that is a big speed difference. He kind of brakes where you would throttle. And so to me, that does cross the line of unpredictability. So I think it was unpredictable, and I do agree you are still responsible for it to be safe to a certain degree, right? You're only in control of so much. So I'm gonna say I think like you both made a mistake there, right? Like if Purnell was more predictable, yeah, you were braking, yeah. So you tried to avoid it, but that speed difference was noticeable, and it just took a little. It was a little bit late of understanding that to avoid it, and then Purnell was unpredictable on the line. So you both could have done something different. We're just gonna go with a racing incident, and if you feel very wronged by it, please submit a review. I am but one man. This looks like the end of the race. Gonna assume this is the end of the race as well. Yeah. Okay. All right. So there's all that. Let me just check if there's anything else to look at. All right. Nothing there, nothing there. Okay. Now, just take a quick look at the beginning. See if there's anything we can pick out. No, that's horrible. Oh, it's good. There's no crazy overspeed from anybody right away. Nobody's using their gap to take advantage of that. So, yeah, good start. I know that's a quick look at it, but that's how it should be. Okay, so yeah, that's everything for today. That was a lot cleaner than I thought it would be, but I think off tracks were what really got people here this morning. Yeah, next week we're at Monza. We will be having our Tuesday race, so feel free to join that, League 9339. And yeah, enjoy practicing. See you guys next Sunday.